everybody! As I said in the past couple videos, my best friend and I, and business partner, have created a brand new business where we are selling digital resources for teachers. We're going to have a variety of different resources that we're uploading in the next couple weeks, but for now, we do have our Pride and Joy uploaded to both of our Teacher Pay Teacher stores and Etsy stores. What is that Pride and Joy, you may ask? That would be our digital planners. We have so many formats of these digital planners that any and every teacher is going to be able to benefit from them. In this video, Olivia will be showing you how to use the planner in the Google Slides format. I will have another video uploaded where I'm going to show you how to use it in the PDF format. But first, who is Olivia, you might be wondering? I think it's time we found out.
Happy Tuesday, everybody! My name is Olivia, and I am here today on Amanda's channel to talk about how to use the elementary version of our digital planners. We've had so much fun, and we've spent so many hours making these planners, and we're so excited to be showing them to all of you. I hope that you enjoy this video and find it informative enough that you want to either buy your planner or you feel totally prepared to take on the challenge of using a digital planner maybe for the first time. It's actually going to be the first time I'm using the digital planner as well, and I'm very excited. I'm going to be showing you not only the elementary version, but also the Google Slides version of our planners. So stay tuned, let's get started, and I hope you enjoy.
All right, here you're going to see the home page of your planner. This is going to be your Command Central. It's the first page of the planner. It's going to take you everywhere else. Now, right now, I'm not in present mode for this Google Slides. I just have this up and cropped in a video format so you can just see what it looks like. So you're going to have your cover in whatever design you choose, and you're going to have your quick links, which you can see here on the post-it homepage, table of contents, class schedule, grade book, a year in review, quarterly reviews, and weekly lesson plans. And you can see that all of the symbols next to those links correspond at the top of the page, so that way those quick links and those symbols, when you click on them, you can take them to where you want to go. And you can personalize it using this area on the front. So I'm just going to put Miss Nallen, I'm going to put 5th grade, and I'm going to put the school year 2021 to 2022. So now it's my binder, it's my planner, and I have some customizable features that I can use to work with it. So now we have the table of contents page, which has all of the major pages that you're going to be using your planner, and also monthly tabs along the side. They go from July to June, and those tabs are hyperlinked, so as soon as you click on it, it will take you to that month where the weekly lesson plans are then used after it. Contact information, this is where we have a place to put your information, emergency contacts, and evacuation plans, so that's really great for substitutes. If you ever need to have an evacuation plan built into your sub-plans, it's right there for you to access easily. All right, and after that are passwords. Now, if you're anything like me, you have difficulty remembering your passwords. I don't necessarily like to save them onto whatever computer I'm using because I like to keep them secure. So here's a place where you can keep all your passwords. The place that it's used for, username, and the password, so that you will never lose track of a password again. And trust me, it will be very helpful for you to just have one place to keep all of those passwords and usernames and not even really forget what they're for, especially in this digital age where we're using so many things. All right, favorite stickers. We have stickers that come with your digital planners, and these help separate subjects when you are using the weekly planners. So what you can use those and copy them here, so that way they have easy access and you can copy and paste them whenever you are planning to make your plans look that much cuter and that much more organized. I'm going to be going over that a little later about how to use those stickers. After that is block scheduling. Here we have a place for the block of time, or the block title, the time, and then what you need to be doing during that time. This can be used either for school subjects or even your planning time. It's super helpful to map out when your planning time is and then what you need to get done during that time, so that way you are on track with everything you need to do during the day. Task lists, daily tasks, weekly, monthly, and then just a general checklist. Amanda's a huge fan of lists, and she did a great job with this page, and it's going to help me stay much more organized in this upcoming year because everything has a place and that place will help me keep track. Class schedules. Here's a general outline, the times and the classes. And on the right-hand side, you have a Monday through Friday breakdown, just give you a bit more detail about what classes you have. Following the class schedule page, we have, I believe, the gradebook. Class roster. Class roster is exactly what it sounds like, a place for you to put down what students are in your classes. You can use one column or two depending on the size of the class, but it can help you again with sub-plans and keeping organized. Seating chart. This page was left intentionally blank for you to customize and do whatever you want with it. Whatever situation you have your desks in, you can put that here, and then the names of the students and where they're sitting and whatever arrangement you create for your classes. Even if they differ from class to class, you can create new arrangements on new pages. And again, great for sub-plans. Gradebook. If you do not want to put your grades immediately into whatever online format you use for grading, you can put them here to help track them and have easy access. If a student or a parent or administration asks about the grades of a student, you have one place to put them and multiple places too, so you're definitely ensured about where the grades are. Student accommodations. This was a page that I wanted to put in the planners because in this age we have so many students who have different learning needs, and this is a place to put all of that. So you have a place to put the student's name, age, diagnosis, what accommodations they have in class or for testing, and the goals. And it is available for many students, whatever ability level they have. If it's a lot, if it's a little, you are able to put all of that into one place and keep track of that. I had such a hard time keeping track of that this year, and so I'm really happy with this page. Student medical information, another important page to have. You can put the name, allergies, diagnosis, medications, time taken. And again, this is private information. None of the students need to know it. They won't get a hold of a piece of paper that you randomly leave laying on your desk with this information. It's in one place. It's only for you, and it will help you understand and remember who takes medication, when they take it, and what they take it for. Student transportation information. This probably will be more relevant in elementary school classes, but it does have the name, who is approved for pickup for that student, and if they are a bus rider, and if they ride the bus in the morning or the afternoon. Again, I had difficulty keeping track of who was allowed to go with whom at the end of the day, who rode the bus, when did they ride the bus. So this is a place to write all of that down, especially that approved for pickup. Safety is so important, and so we want to make sure that safety is a priority for all the students and that it has a place in our planners. Parent communication log. Again, we want to make sure that not only are the students safe, but that teachers are safe and that all of their insurances are covered in this planner. So you have a place to put who the student is, who the primary guardian is, secondary guardian, and then a log for communication. When were you communicated? When did you communicate with them? What time? How? What was the reason? And what was the outcome? And again, this is just so you can say, look, I emailed you, here's when, here's how you responded, and just to cover your own self because we want to make sure that teachers are protected. A year in review, we have a calendar outline of all of the months in the year. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see a place that's a little sticky note where you can put in important notes for the months. Quarter one review, we have months and to-dos, lessons and notes, and we made those an outline for quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the monthly sections, this is where the hyperlinks go when you click on them. We have the month and the breakdown of the days and weeks, a little preview of the last month, the next month, and then up at the top you see weeks 1 through 5. I'm going to show you a little later, but those numbers are hyperlinked, so once you click on them, it will take you to whatever week that is. So July week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, here is what the weekly planning pages look like in the elementary planner. As you can see, it's a very blank template, but I really wanted it designed that way because as an elementary teacher, so many times our schedules change from day to day. We're not necessarily following a period schedule or structured schedule, and so the days are really up to you to design and to divide your time into. We have a place at the beginning of the week for any events that are taking place, and again, I'm going to walk you more through how to create those weekly lesson plans in just a second. And of course, we have those for all of the months of the year, and the weekly formats really are the same. And of course, that easy access of the hyperlinks for the monthly tabs on the side, and at the beginning of each month, the weeks are hyperlinked as well. All right, at the end of all the weeklies and monthlies, you have an idea tracker. This is where you can put ideas, drawings, the date you had them, just so you never forget whatever genius idea you have in the moment. Meetings. Again, I wanted this page in because I forget meetings all the time. So here's a place to put when, where, why, and who is present at the meeting. And again, it will help you remember and also help to keep you covered for whatever was discussed in the meetings, and so you don't forget anything important. And finally, the last page of the planner are the notes. Left intentionally blank so you can put notes and delete them throughout the time you use this planner, and just as a little reminder for you for whatever you want to remember. Now I get to show you one of the most time-consuming parts of this project, which was hyperlinking. Hyperlinking took so much time, and I'll be happy if I never have to do it again. So let's check it out. I clicked on the blue circle, and that took me to the table of contents. Let's go to the next one, class schedule. After that, grade book, a year in review, my quarterly reviews, and finally, the July monthlies. Those are at the top of every single slide, and you can access them through every slide. Trust me, we checked. Now, at the monthlies, remember we talked about the weeks. When you click on the numbers, it's going to take you to whatever week of that month, and then the planning schedule. So if you click on the one for July, that's July week 1. And you can access all of the months on that right-hand side. We have the July through June going through here. We're going to have some other planners coming out with different monthly formats. That's what we have here. These hyperlinks are going to be so easy and make everything accessible. The thing to remember is that on Google Slides, you can only access the hyperlinks when you are in presentation mode. Now let's get into how to plan with the weekly format. All right, now let's talk about the weeklies. And again, I'm so happy with how these turned out. With every planner I've used so far in my teaching career, I feel like they're all made for period schedules, high school, middle school teachers, and elementary is kind of forgotten, and it's difficult because we have those schedules that often change from day to day. We have different resources. We might have one day with no resources, resources at different times, and then it changes about what subjects we use or what subjects we teach during the day. And so with these planners and weekly pages, I really wanted to have an open format where elementary teachers could have the freedom and the flexibility to put in their daily schedules and not feel like we wasted so much of these pages that we don't use. So you're going to see me be typing in and making many typos, just a mock schedule of what a day would look like. And I'm just messing around here with fonts, with sizing. One thing I love about Google Slides is that it really helps you with measurements and making sure everything is aligned well. Does wonders for people like me who hate it when anything looks slightly off. You're going to see me fix a lot of things in this section just because I was playing around with it. Now here I'm just using text and fonts from Google Slides, but we are offering stickers that you can buy on our Teacher Pay Teacher stores, which will help make this just, again, a little more flair, a little more personality, and just that much more organized. But here you can see that I have language arts. I added a time, took it out just for spacing issues. And now after that, I'm going to be adding science. And I'm using texts and fonts to differentiate the subject from what I'm doing. And of course, these aren't going to be your in-depth lesson plans that you might turn into an administrator or principal, but these are your outline of plans that you're going to be using day to day. Just to remind you what you're reading, what questions you're answering, what homework is being assigned. So for language arts, I just put a simple, what pages are we reading? What comprehension questions might we be answering? Science, what are we discussing? What workbook pages will we be working on? And then I said, all right, next we might have our resource. Sometimes we have resources in the morning, sometimes we have them in the afternoon. And of course, that also kind of doubles as a planning time, which is super important for all of us to remember and to think about what can we get done before we get to school, what can we get done in the planning time, and what can we get done after school, depending on when you have planning. And of course, a lunch and recess time, and then the afternoon, we usually do math, so I put that scheduling time in there. And again, changing up the fonts just to differentiate and have some more organization. And the lesson we would be doing would be comparing fractions and the workbook pages that we'd be working on. And this is just a simple little write-up that I wanted to do for this video just to demonstrate how easy it is to get a lesson plan going. You're not going to have cramps in your hand from writing, you're not going to be wasting all those pages, and it's all in one place. and I absolutely love it. I can't tell you again how happy I am with how these pages are. All right, and here you're going to see me again just messing with the fonts, messing with the sizing, just to make sure everything looks as professional and as polished as possible. All right, and again, with this, we already have the text boxes built in. So all you have to do is click and type. Remember that this can only be done when you are in kind of the edit mode of Google Slides. You can't do this in presentation mode. However, you can view all your weekly plans that way. Let's say for the weekly events, I want to remember that I have a meeting on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Maybe I have a parent conference that's coming up. So I can put in parent conference. Again, a lot of typos. Parent conference Monday at 4 o'clock. Because again, I need all of those reminders, and I just love how organized it looks. So you don't see messy handwriting scrawled all over my lesson planning book, and then eraser marks from me writing something down, having to change it, or things like that. And here's the beauty of it. Let's say on Tuesday, my schedule is completely different. Now today I'm going to start with math. All I have to do is type in a different word. I love it. I can just sense my ease this upcoming year with having this schedule. So on Tuesdays I do math, then I do social studies, and say I have a packed morning. So instead of a resource, I have language arts. Then I have lunch and recess. And I'm just so happy with it, even though you see me here kind of just typing away and trying to demonstrate all I can with these weekly planner pages. I got a bit carried away thinking about my own schedule, but I hope that you get the sense of how easy it is just to be customizing your schedule and putting in all of the outlines of your lessons. The best part about Google Slides is that it saves automatically, and it's there whenever you need to access it. Finally, I want to show you how to use stickers in your planner. These are sold separately on our Teacher Pay Teacher store, but I highly recommend buying them to make planning that much more organized. So you can see here that I have it already prepared. I have some of the stickers that I would be using for my planner, subjects, resources, some administration things, and those have been copied and resized onto my planner, so that way I have easy access to show you how to use them in your planner. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you about how to copy and paste them and use them in your weekly schedules. So let's go over to math, and I'm going to, really simple, right-click it, and then I'm going to hit copy. After I hit copy, I'm going to go on to the slide of the weekly schedule I'm working on for that week, and I'm going to go to that one, which I'll find in just a minute. There it is. And then right-click, paste. My sticker is now there in the format that I originally had it in. I'm going to resize it a bit just to make sure that it fits the column that I'm working on. You're going to see me actually resize these later after playing around with it a bit. And then I'm going to insert a text box below it. And this is where you're going to type in the lesson for whatever subject you're working on that day. So here, let's say we're working on comparing fractions. All I do is type that in, and boom, my planning is done for that subject. And I can resize that font to make sure it fits because we have a lot to do in a day and we don't want to run out of any space. So now that math is done, I'm going to go back to the My Favorite Stickers page. So now let's go and copy reading. Go back to the weekly planner, hit paste, resize it and drag it over to the day that I am working on. And what's nice too is that once you have these copy and pasted, Monday is going to be a bit difficult because you're dragging everything onto a new template. But once you have them there, you can just copy and paste it from that page. For reading, let's pretend we're going to be reading Wonder, pages 40 through 50. So you're going to see me playing around with the font size and the sticker size as well. Because I'm realizing that we're going to have to shrink these down a little bit to fit more into this daily schedule. I actually like that smaller size a lot more. I think it's just smaller and cuter, and I can fit a lot more and still read whatever sticker I have on there. And it's totally up to you, whatever your preference is, whatever you have in your daily schedule, you can size them to however you need them to look. So I liked this much better. And of course, with our daily schedules, we can't forget that we sometimes, almost all the time, have a resource. So I went over to stickers, accidentally hit copy, went over to gym, and I'm going to hit copy, go back to my weekly schedule, and I'm going to hit paste. Now, the beauty of purchasing that sticker bundle is that you do get access to many different colors. So let's pretend maybe you want your subjects in one color and your resources in another color. You are totally free to do that and have even more of a distinction between what your subjects are, what your resources are, because now it can all be color coded. I'm actually thinking about doing that in my planner this year. All right, and let's end our day with science. Copy, go back to the weekly schedule, accidentally hit the wrong slide, and we're going to hit paste. Now that I have my format down, again, those first few days that you work with this, you're going to find the style that works best for you. And then once you have that ready and you worked with it and you like it, all your planning becomes much easier because now you know what works for you. So science, let's say we're discussing the immune system, workbook pages 16 and 17. I'm going to resize that, bring it up to the correct place, and my day-to-day schedule is looking very nice. So please consider purchasing these stickers on our Teacher Pay Teacher store. They are available today, and I hope that you like them because I very much do. And I hope this video has shown you just how easy it is to use them in your planners.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the video. Thank you so much for staying up until this point, and I hope you found that informative and that you are ready to take on using your digital planner. These are available on our Etsy store and Teacher Pay Teacher stores. Links will be down in the description below if you want to access them. And if you already have bought one, thank you so much for supporting our business, and we hope that you enjoy them. Now, Amanda will be back next week on Tuesday, and until then, I will be signing off. Bye, everybody.